Hi Sagittarius, and welcome to your horoscope for April 2025. Thanks for joining me. My horoscopes are based on the UK time zone, and please watch them in this order. Your rising sign first, then your sun sign, and finally your moon sign. So I'm going to break April down into 4 weeks, and I'm going to pay particular attention to what the moon is doing, how it moves through your chart, what houses it sits in and when, so you know that what areas of life it supports you and when in this month of April. So starting with week 1, Tuesday the 1st until Sunday the 6th of April. On the 1st of April, we have the moon in Taurus, and it sits in your 6th house of daily routine, physical health, and the structures of your life. And it sits next to Uranus, the planet of the miraculous and the unexpected. So the first day of the month can really allow you to make big changes when it comes to the way you operate, whether you embrace a new way of exercising or a new diet, or whether you decide to change your hours going from full-time to part-time. It could be that you get your calendar in order. Ultimately, it's a day where you can get on top of things and really feel like you're in control of your daily routine and your life. Then on the 2nd and 3rd of April, the moon moves into Gemini, and it joins Jupiter, the lucky planet, in your 7th house of relationships. So these 2 days are wonderful for relationships with colleagues, with friends, with people who are out there in the public. It's not your most intimate, closest friends, family members. It's good relationships with people you work with. So if there are job interviews that you need to do, or presentations, or you need to have a meeting with your colleagues, the 2nd and 3rd are great for that. Then on the 4th, 5th, and 6th, the moon moves into Cancer, and it goes into your 8th house of institutions and authorities. And what we also have sitting in there is Hades, and Hades in a chart represents the thing that you really don't want to look at. And Mars is the planet of masculinity and drive. In Cancer, it's also not particularly happy because it's forced to take care of things that it doesn't want to take care of. So the 4th, 5th, and 6th are great days for you to do any of the paperwork, the bureaucracy, the red tape to apply for visas, to get the taxes done, to do any of that kind of work that you would usually procrastinate on. And particularly on the 4th of April, we have the moon reaching its 2nd quarter. It's halfway on its way to becoming a full moon on the 12th of April. So it's waxing, so you'll feel a surge of energy, and it will allow you to get this kind of paperwork and officialdom and bureaucracy sorted out and done. So in the first 6 days, the moon starts in your 6th house of work and daily routine, and it ends up in your 8th house. So that's the right-hand side of the chart. It's really things that exist out there in the public. It's acquaintances and work and getting paperwork sorted out. So the first week you can really get your house and your affairs in order. It's not particularly fun, but it's essential. It's running errands, it's getting everything organized. Then week 2, Monday to Sunday, the 7th to the 13th of April. On the 7th and 8th, we've got the moon in Leo, and it's in your 9th house of travel, education, and the higher realms. And also in there is your ascendant, your transiting ascendant, which is in Leo. So these 2 days are great to have fun and to travel, or to read up on something you're fascinated by, to let loose, to do something new and unfamiliar, and to enjoy yourself. Also, the great news is that on the 7th of April, we have Mercury, the communication planet, going direct. So if you've had problems with communication or transportation in the last few weeks, expect those to be done with now. Then on the 9th and 10th, we've got the moon going into Virgo, and it goes into Virgo and it joins your south node in Virgo in that 10th house of work. So the 9th and 10th of April are fabulous for you to get organized with anything that has to do with your work. Again, the actual work you're doing, but also the things around your work, the scheduling, the logistics around it, the getting organized, booking in the appointments, completing the reports, all of that kind of stuff. You'll be able to get that done very quickly, and because Mercury is direct, there'll be less potential for errors to be made. Then on the 11th, 12th, and 13th, the moon goes into Libra, and it goes into your 11th house of hopes and dreams. And this is nice because what will happen is that some of your hopes and dreams that you've been considering and imagining and longing for will actually come true. On the 12th of April, Venus, the planet of love and beauty and creativity, and the planet that rules Libra, that goes direct. So when Venus is retrograde, it's not a good time to start a new business or a new relationship. Now, from the 12th of April onwards, it is a good time to start a new business or a new relationship. And with the moon going through your 11th house, it may be that you do find you start a new relationship without even trying, or that it's a possibility or it becomes doable to start the new business that you've been wanting to start. Also on the 12th of April, we have a full moon in Libra. So the moon has reached its completion point in its 28-day cycle. It's letting go of all of its energy. It's showering you with Libra energy. And again, in your 11th house, the glyph of Libra, if you look at it, it's like a bridge with a bump in it. And something that has been locked from you, something that has been inaccessible to you in the past, now becomes accessible. And I think the 11th, 12th, and 13th of April are days where you're going to be very happy with the things that occur. So make sure you're out and about and available, because something good or several good things are going to happen to you. So in week 2, the moon starts on the 7th in your 9th house, and it ends up in your 11th house. And that's the very top of your chart. And that is really broadening your mindset, stepping out of your comfort zone, pursuing things that are unfamiliar, and also taking care of responsibilities in work. So it's a mixed bag this second week, because certain personal hopes and dreams are going to be realized, and you've got all your work sorted out. So you're really on top of things. And the first 2 weeks here of April look very solid for you, Sagittarius, as in you're juggling all the different plates that you have going on in your life at the moment, and you're doing that very well. Week 3, Monday to Sunday, the 14th to the 20th of April. On the 14th and 15th, the moon goes into Scorpio, and it goes into your 12th house of spirituality and spiritual strength, and it joins Black Moon Lilith and Vesta, which are also in Scorpio in that 12th house. And the 14th and 15th are interesting in the sense that you'll receive a message via your intuition, or you'll have a dream that really gives you a very powerful message. And it's something that removes this sense of I am an alien, I don't belong, I am not home. But instead, it gives you a sense that I am home and things are as they should be, and I can trust that I'm safe in life, which to me sounds priceless. The 16th, 17th, and 18th of April, the moon goes into your sign of Sagittarius. And on the 16th of April, Mercury, the communication planet, that ingresses into Aries, and it goes into your 5th house of what you love to do, and it also goes into your 5th house of who you love and your children. And what's also sitting in there is Neptune and the transiting midheaven and Chiron and the sun, all in Aries. So the 16th, 17th, and 18th are days where, again, hopes and dreams are realized as far as romantic relationships are concerned. If you're single, you may meet someone. And if you have a family, if you're married, if you have children, these 3 days are great to do something as a family. Maybe to go on a trip if you can, or to do something as a family unit. There'll be a lot of laughter, there'll be a lot of good memories being made, and there'll be a great sense of well-being and that everything is right in the world. On the 18th of April, Mars enters Leo, and Mars goes into your 9th house of travel and education and the higher realms, and it joins your transiting ascendant. So again, that says that travel, or reading about something that you're fascinated by, or connecting to the higher realms and traveling on a spiritual level, all of those things are something that are going to be life affirming, that make you feel happy, that give you a sense of joy, and that give you a feeling of I'm alive and I'm here in the present moment. On the 19th and 20th, the moon goes into Capricorn, and it goes into your 2nd house of money. And it's a good idea on these 2 days to work on your finances and to get those in order. Your savings, your investments, your taxes, your savings, your income, anything that needs organizing on that level, please do that during these 2 days. And also what I'm thinking is Capricorn is able to do the outer work, but also the inner work. So you can get the finances in order and move money from one savings account where you're getting 1% to another where you're getting more. But you're also able to do the inner work, and you're able to ask yourself, the way I'm creating an income, the way I feel about money, is that still accurate? Is that still on point? And it makes me look at the abundance book behind me here. Maybe there is a lack mentality that you could look at if things aren't as they should be. And you can manifest or start working towards manifesting more abundance and prosperity into your life. On the 19th as well, we have the sun entering Taurus. And the sun goes into Taurus in your 6th house of work and daily routine and structures. And it's joined by the part of fortune and Uranus. So expect some good news around your finances. Expect something to change for the better. That to me looks like a promotion. It looks like something positive happens without you even trying. So forget the abundance book. It looks like something good is happening anyway. On the 20th as well, the moon reaches its 4th quarter. It's halfway on its way to becoming a new moon on the 27th of April. So it's waning. So you do have the time and patience and calm to look at your finances, to do the inner work, to do the outer work. And I really feel that that pays off. So this 3rd week, the moon starts on the 14th in your 12th house, and it ends up on the 20th in your 2nd house. That's the left-hand side of your chart, and it's really using spiritual principles to transform your finances. It's taking something that's ethereal and that only exists in the spiritual realms to change something that is very, very tangible. Week 4, Monday to Wednesday, the 21st to the 30th of April. On the 21st, 22nd, and 23rd, the moon moves into Aquarius, and it goes into your 3rd house of communication, where it's joined by Pluto, the planet of transformation and change, death and rebirth, the phoenix rising from the ashes, and Pallas in Aquarius. Pallas is wisdom. And these 3 days are days where you're able to communicate what it is you're trying to accomplish. You're able to be a teacher, you're able to be of service to another person, you're able to mentor someone, and anyone who's in difficulty, you're able to reach out to and to help. On the 21st, we have Mercury reaching its greatest western elongation. Look for the planet low in the eastern sky just before sunrise. And Mercury is in Aries in your 5th house of what you love. So it's twinkling at you saying, you're doing what you love and you're benefiting from that. Maybe you could help another person find something similar for themselves. But also what I'm getting is that Mercury twinkling at you there could be that I am now living the dream as far as my love life is concerned. Either I'm in a family setting already, I have my partner, or that is becoming a reality for me and I'm meeting the right person and I'm communicating in a way that's not just about helping another person, but the way I'm showing up is kind of creating a rebirth in the way I see myself, and I'm being of service to myself. So I really think that here in this last week, the vibes are completely right for you to either help another person or to attract good things into your own life. On the 22nd and the 23rd, we have the Lyrids meteor shower. And if you're a stargazer, the best viewing of this will be after midnight. The constellation Lyra is associated with music, harmony, and creativity. And with the moon being in Aquarius in that third, I hear romance. I hear fire and passion and the right desires coming into my life. So expect something good to happen in that area of your life, whether you're partnered up already or not. Then we have the moon going into Pisces on the 24th and the 25th, and it joins the North Node and Venus and Saturn in Pisces in your fourth. And this is really a 2-day period where it's good to connect with family members, particularly family members who may need some of your help. Either family members with mobility issues or family members who live on their own and they're older and they don't get to see you very often and they would love to see you. If you can plan a visit, the 24th and the 25th are ideal for that. Then on the 26th, the moon goes into Aries and it joins Neptune and Mercury in Chiron. And again, it's back to you and healing either what it is you love to do work-wise and showing you an alternative, or you continuing to hear the music of the constellation Lyra and experiencing some sort of romantic tryst or fling. On the 27th, 28th, and 29th, the moon goes into Taurus and it joins the transiting midheaven and Uranus in Taurus in your sixth house of work and daily routine and your physical body. And on the 27th, we have a new moon in Taurus. That's when the moon goes pitch black, pulls in a ton of energy in order to start its new 28-day cycle. And if you have anything that you want to change about your own body, the way you exercise, the way you eat, if you want to change anything about the structures of your daily routine, even if you want to change your work or make drastic changes, as in I want to move countries, I want to live in a different way, or I want to live off the grid and live completely differently. Anything that occurs to you around that kind of thing, on the 27th, on the 28th, on the 29th, take that seriously because it could genuinely impact your future and it could genuinely change your life if you plant those seeds of intention during this period. So Sagittarius, for you, this is a big month and there are lots of big things happening and big changes that are possible, and it's almost like a wheel that can branch off in lots of different directions, and that's where you're at. So you have a lot of choice here. So if you feel like a Sagittarius who's stuck in life, who's only got one way of living and that's the only way it's going to go and those are the only options, this month is going to prove you wrong and it's going to show you that you have a ton of options. Then on the final day of the month, the 30th, the moon goes into Gemini. It joins Jupiter again in your seventh house of relationships. And it's great for relationships with anybody. So work relationships, job interviews, teamwork. And on that day as well, Venus ingresses into Aries and it goes into your fifth house of what you love. So dating and romantic relationships are going to be a priority for you again. and having that kind of experience is going to be very important. Mars is in Leo at the top of the chart, so the fire is on and spring is sprung and you're ready to connect and to feel things and to live and to be in the moment. So in this last week, the moon started on the 21st in your third house of communication, and it ends up in your seventh house. So that's the third house, that's the second quadrant, houses 4, 5, 6, and then the seventh house. And that's really all about what you love to do, who you love and who you want to help out, how you can love yourself and get things in order so that your life is run more effectively. And then it's loving other people and being open to new relationships and new experiences. So it looks like an amazing month for you, Sagittarius. I hope you have a fabulous time. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. To draw up your birth chart, I need your place of birth, date of birth, and time of birth. If you don't have the time of birth, I can use sunrise, but the problem with that is that the ascendant will be off and so will the house placements. And because of that, there's a process called chart rectification where you send me 10 or more significant life events and I can work out your time of birth manually. And then I have your accurate chart in front of me. It shows me your life purpose, your vocational aptitudes, strengths, weaknesses, where you're supported, where you're naturally lucky, where you may have to do a little bit more work, where certain things are destined for you in love and finance and travel and spirituality and friendship, health, anything at all. So if you have any questions about that, please do get in touch for a chart analysis. To look at what's coming up in future, I look at your progress chart and your transits. If it's around your birthday, I also draw up a solar return chart. I need to know where you were on your birthday to do that. That shows me what's happening from your birthday this year until your birthday next year. And the progress charts and the transits, they allow me to look at what's coming up over the next few months and also over the next few years. And if there's anything around location and moving, I use the astrocartography, which reverses this process. The charts are me on Earth looking up. The astrocartography is the other way around. I position myself in the sky, look down on Earth, see how the planets were moving over different areas, and it shows me which areas will work for you and which ones won't. So it might be a better idea to live in New Orleans than in Rio de Janeiro, or to live in Qatar than in Bali. So if you have any of those questions, please do get in touch with me for a personal reading. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, please. That's what helps it show up in searches. Subscribe for more videos in future, and please share the video. That's what helps the channel grow. I also do a daily tarot reading on this channel. If you would like to watch those, please become a member of the channel. Your membership gives you 30 or 31 videos a month. I do that every day of my life. It's my big passion. And if you want to be a part of that, then please become a member of the channel. I'd be ever so happy to have you. So have a wonderful April, and I'll speak to you soon. All the best.